welcome to my channel. This is going to be my first official review, and it's going to be on my nanrobot D6 Plus electric scooter. This one here comes with dual motors, one in each wheel, at 1,000 watts each, if you choose to use them both at the same time. But if you're like me and you like to get economy out of it and longevity, to see if you can get the full 40-mile range out of one charge, you could just use the one. And honestly, 15-20 miles an hour is more than necessary, more than sufficient for me. This scooter has a lot of really cool features. Alright. Let me just grab the key here, of course. We've got a front light, which is really, really bright in the nighttime. It's like a laser beam. Something from Star Trek. Very cool. You have side lights here. You have brake lights in the back that blink when you hit the brakes. You also have directional stuff. Left blinker. You have the right blinker. Not that I ever use that. I don't really go riding at nighttime. I opted to get the seat. It's pretty comfortable, but sometimes I wish I could just pop it right off, because I do enjoy standing, leaning into turns. Sometimes it's fun to open it up when I know I don't need to go super far, and I don't care about getting the mileage out of it. This one here I got from Roadrunner Scooters, excuse me, and they were really great. Shipping was fast. It was 4 to 6 business days. This one in particular was refurbished. It had let's see if I can get this up here again. It has a total of, I don't even know how to get there anymore. It was advertised as 156 miles on this one, which, you know, didn't faze me, because I figure that's like 3 or 4 charges. So I didn't really see that as a big deal. I think that it'll go a lot further. This is after 2 weeks of owning it. It's a lot of fun. It has the dual suspension here. You got one shock there. Let me just turn the light off. Terrible lighting in here. It's raining outside, so I don't want to stand out in the rain to do this. Just one shock in the front, or a spring, and one spring in the back. Very nice. This one comes with the disc brakes. You have the option to get hydraulic brakes too, but I opted for the cheaper one, of course. And as far as the price goes, and as far as the way the scooter is, performance wise and everything, I would put it in the middle. It's the mid-range. Ultimately, as a beginner, I wanted something I could grow into and not just short myself on. This is not my first time. When I was younger, the coolest thing you could own was a GoPed, or the gas one, you know, and I never got one of those. So now that I can do it, I opted to get an electric scooter, which I think is very cool, considering gas prices and everything as of late. And You could definitely grow into this scooter. It's got more than enough. 40 miles an hour, guys. You're not going to be going that fast. There's no reason to. Fastest I like to go is about 25 or so. And I think that's being pretty modest. I think once I wanted to see how fast it would go. I hit 34 of its rated 40 miles an hour. And I'm sure it's, you know, due to whatever my weight. I mean, I'm 180 pounds. I don't know, you know, what weight the person is that tests these things or how they test it, but I hit 34, which is still pretty good. I have no issue with that. As far as what I think people might care about is the weight of it. I mean, you think 77 pounds isn't going to be that heavy, but considering there's nothing really to pick it up from, I always just put my hand under here and under here when it's folded, and I pick it up like that. But if you're somebody that has to, maybe you live in an apartment complex or something, or you know, you have to go up and down stairs, you can't just pull it right into your garage or your shed and call it a day, then maybe this scooter isn't for you. Maybe you need a lighter one, because this is pretty awkward walking up and down stairs, if that's, you know, what you're gonna have to do with it on a daily basis. You know, but aside from that, I'm very happy with it. I could see myself keeping this for everyone. And you know what? It's very cool, because if you're even a little bit mechanically inclined, you'll be able to replace anything on this thing that breaks. And there's a ton of YouTube videos that can help you to diagnose certain problems, and there's groups on Facebook. People are very helpful. Actually, nanrobot has a group on Facebook where you know, they'll answer pretty much any of your questions. People are very helpful there, from what I've found. There's some assembly required, but these fenders came. I had to put these on very easy. These controllers up here and the brakes and all that stuff, they came loose, so you had to actually tighten them and fix them to the position that you like. And aside from the handlebar too, the handlebar came hanging off, but that's just normal. It's very easy. You just get, you know, it comes with a multi-tool or an Allen key tool, and you just tighten them all up, put it how you like it, and you call it a day. The seat's a little pricey, to be honest with you. They charged $200. I think that's a little ridiculous, but you do get some cool functionality out of it. So there's a flange underneath the seat, and then you just kind of like pop it like that, and then down here you just lift this up and pop it off, and then you have to kind of push the lever, and it releases the seat, and it folds right down like that. This one here just spins out all the way, and she folds down like that. Now, one of my gripes is that there's no way to hook the handlebar in somewhere so it just stays. You know, it doesn't fold down. Like, they took a lot of care into designing the seat. I mean, it must have come a lot later, but you know, you get around with it, you deal with it. And like I said, if you're climbing up stairs with this thing, you know, this is going to be all like moving around, getting caught on maybe the banister or something like that. It's something to think about if you're depending on this thing to use it on a daily basis. But other than these small gripes, I feel like I'm very happy with the purchase. So if this helped you decide whether to go with this, then you know, if it helped you at all, just give a nice like, maybe subscribe. I'm gonna try to get some new toys and do some other reviews. And that's about it.